Hi everybody. Okay, so I know I look a mess, but I just wanted to do a Grace talk. I guess I'm gonna call it this, the Grace talk. Okay, anyways, I was just at Walmart, like an hour ago, and I seen this mom telling her daughter to say like shit and bitch, and I don't know if I can post this on here, but I'm going to anyways. And I was appalled because they were laughing. And then I see her oldest daughter, I guess it was her oldest daughter, older than the little one, anyways, steal. And her mother, as she was walking out, the alarm went off at the door. And I was watching it, and the guy, pulled her aside and, made her empty her purse. And the girl had makeup, I think it was a CD or a DVD. And I'm like, wow, that's sad. And the girl's mom was like, I'll deal with her when I get home. And I'm thinking to myself, really? Like, your kids, they learn at a young age what's right and what's wrong. If you tell them, oh, cuss, do this, do that, and then laugh about it and condone it at that time, as they get older, they're going to think, okay, well, I did it when I was this little. It's okay to do it. And that's how they think. They'll grow up thinking, okay, it's okay to do that. Because if you don't discipline them, they're going to be this wild child, and then you're thinking, oh, why is my child so rambunctious and wild and they don't listen to me? Because you didn't start at a young age. My son is 4 and says please and thank you, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and I dare him to say a cuss word. I dare him to talk back to an adult, because that would be busting some butt. People to this day, they think it's funny for their kids to curse when they're little. Oh, it's too cute, ha 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 ha. Yeah, but when they're 14, 15 years old, cussing up their teachers and adults because you didn't discipline them when they were younger enough, oh, woe is me, woe is me. No. Woe is that kid, because now she's looking bad, and so are you, for not disciplining your kid. I don't understand to this day. I do not understand why parents just don't whip their butt like they did when we were younger, whipped our butts, and sent us in our room and said, no TV, no whatever. I know that worked for me. I'm just saying, you guys always say, woe is me, my child is so, bad or whatever. Then show them who's the grown-up. Show them, hey, you can't do that and get away with it. Because you guys just, the moms and the dads that don't do it, they look at us like, oh, you guys are so strict. No. Our kids go to school without hooking. Our kids don't steal. Our kids are respectful. And you're looking at us like we're strict. You're not strict enough. So it looks like it's like on the opposite foot. You look at us like we are these so-called strict parents, but then we're looking at you like, you need to be a little more stricter. I mean, I know when I was young, I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do when I was 16, 17 years old, but there comes a point in time where my parents, I know they didn't, because I didn't want to listen to them, they kicked me out. You want to run, you want to do you want to do whatever you want to do, not listen to nobody, alright, fine, see ya, bye. It's called tough love. It's called the way life is. And if you don't teach them now, what do you think is going to happen in the long run? If your child's so dependent on you to clean up after them, do everything for them, cook, clean, and once they hit in their 20s and they got to be on their own, they're not going to be able to survive. If you have a kid living in a tree house that's 25 years old and no job and not doing school and mooching off their parents, I would hate to see it when one day their parents, God forbid this happened to me, but I don't know my parents, but they pass away and you're left with nothing. You're left to fend for yourself, and you can't because you don't know how. I seen a guy, what was it? It's on one of his TV shows that he was so dependent on his mom that he didn't know how to do a washer or dryer. He didn't know how to start a dishwasher. He didn't know how to turn on the stove or the oven. He didn't even know what, like, simple cleaning products was or was used for. He didn't know, like, how to go grocery shopping. He didn't know how to pay a bill. He did not know any of that. And I see to this day, like, there's a lot of people out there that depend solely on their parents. One thing about myself, I've been working since I was 14. I have not asked my parents for a dime since then. I've never had to ask. I've never had to ask them for nothing, and they never gave. If you work for it, and if you don't work, you ain't getting it. You either work your hardest to get what you got and get what you want, and be happy with that, or don't have it at all. Because if you think about it, like, if you didn't have your mom and dad do anything for you, and you were solely dependent on yourself, do you think it's easier or harder to just depend on yourself than have to depend on somebody else? I think I rather depend on myself than depend on somebody else, because it's just, it's simple enough to know what I can do right then and there. You didn't have to wait for somebody to say, okay, you gotta wait 5 minutes. You gotta wait till tomorrow. You gotta wait for a ride or for money or to get something. I'd rather know that if I can afford it now or I can do it now, I can. Back to my own topic. Okay. Parents just need to discipline, and you don't see it. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but we were like under a tornado warning and all this other stuff. So I don't know if my parents gonna go or not. But it's crazy out here today. Okay. Well, that's my video for today because I can't do this with all the rain. So bye.